Well, the protests against Trump have gotten really extreme in the last 2 or 3 days. The first one was in Chicago, the second one was in St. Louis, I think, and then the last one was, I want to say, in Cleveland, Ohio, maybe. So the Republican presidential frontrunner Donald Trump on Saturday encountered more violence on the campaign trail when someone got too close to the frontrunner at an Ohio rally and Secret Service agents rushed the stage. One day after violence forced Trump to cancel a rally in Chicago. Well, Trump and his followers know why people call it Chirac. A rally in Missouri later Saturday evening was also interrupted numerous times by protesters. Trump spokeswoman Hope Hicks said a man tried to breach the security buffer at the Dayton, that's where it was, okay. Dayton, Ohio event, and that he was removed rapidly and professionally. Those attempting the large, boisterous rally at an airport outside Dayton cheered Trump, Trump, Trump during the brief episode in which 4 agents surrounded the candidate. Trump returned to the campaign trail Saturday by ignoring calls for him to take responsibility for the violence that canceled the Chicago rally. Well, what is he supposed to do? And instead blamed left-wing rivals and wise guys for the planned and professionally staged protest. Oh, I guess that's what he's supposed to do, or going to do. People are nice. My people are great, Trump told the Ohio crowd. Don't let them rip you away from your position. These are bad people. These are people who don't want to make America great again. Later Saturday in Kansas City, Missouri, Trump's third rally of the day was interrupted within the first few minutes by at least 7 individuals or groups of protesters. Later in his speech, Trump declared that going forward, all protesters should be arrested and charged accordingly. Well, the guy who jumped the fence should be, yeah, but I don't know about the other protesters. I'm going to take a look at the news reports on it, news report videos on it in a little bit. The only way to stop the craziness is to press charges, Trump said. Trump's GOP rivals this weekend have attempted to hold Trump responsible for the campaign chaos. Again, what is he supposed to do? Like, you can't stop people from fucking... I mean, they're protesting probably peacefully at first, and then it gets all crazy. Like, he can't really do anything about it. As they try to stop him from winning the GOP nomination. This is frightening, candidate and Florida GOP Senator Marco Rubio said Saturday before the Ohio event. Oh, no one's gonna believe you, you fucking sellout. Leadership has never been about taking people's anger and getting them to vote for you. I mean, this isn't the first time, and it's not freaking his fault, it's your guys' fault. You guys made the monster that's slowly killing you. Or going to kill you. Rubio also suggested he's now unsure whether he could support Trump if he becomes the party nominee. Bitch, please. You wouldn't support him even if this didn't happen. Get the fuck out of here. Ohio Governor John Kasich, you know, I'm not gonna even bother. Fucking, he has like what, 4% or something? His opinion doesn't matter. I thought this was gonna be Cruz. Trump also held an event Saturday in Cleveland. Okay, he did have one in Cleveland, but it wasn't the one I was talking about. That was more subdued, but nevertheless briefly interrupted by protesters. And he is scheduled to hold another Saturday evening in Missouri. The Trump campaign has denied rumors about having canceled an event this weekend in Cincinnati. The violence at the University of Illinois at Chicago Pavilion appeared to break out after the candidate canceled his appearance and amid angry protests inside and outside the venue. 5 people reportedly were arrested. While Rubio pressed Trump to condemn the violence, he also acknowledged that Trump is being denied his free speech rights and that some of the Chicago protesters could have been paid. Trump said that the professionally made signs suggest the protests were professionally organized. What's a professionally made sign though? Is it like one of those fancy signs like the Make America Great Again Trump? I would assume so, but without a picture we can't really know if it's professionally made or not. and at least one liberal group was reportedly acknowledged using its listservs to encourage protesters to attend the event. Texas Senator Ted Cruz, who has the second most delegates in the race for the Republican presidential nomination on Friday, accused Trump of inciting the restlessness that was seen in Chicago and other events. Again, bitches, do you not understand? People are fed up with this fucking establishment bullshit that you guys keep freaking putting on us. So why wouldn't he freaking incite the restlessness and shit? When it's your guys' fucking fault! A white male Trump supporter punched a black protester at a recent event in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Any campaign that disrespects the voters and a campaign that encourages violence, you create an environment that encourages this. Cruz said. Cruz was speaking to reporters at a Republican diner in Rolling Meadows, Illinois, and warned that violence at these rallies weren't going to stop. You know, I like how you're blaming Trump and not the other side too. I mean, we've seen what Black Lives Matter has done to freaking Ferguson and Baltimore. So why wouldn't you think that they would be the problem for it too? And I'm not saying everyone in Black Lives Matter freaking wants to do this, but I mean, we can't deny that they freaking caused the riots in those places. The candidate urges violence to punch people in the face. This is not going to be the last incident, he said. This is not how our politics should be. No, it shouldn't, but I mean, how many times I gotta say this? It's your guys' fucking fault. Why we're getting so pissed. And you know, freaking all the race baiting and shit that mainstream media is doing, you're making the fucking problem even worse. You know, like Bernie Sanders on, I think, last Sunday, he said white people don't know freaking poverty or whatever. Fucking come on, asshole. Rubio on Friday argued that such violence does not occur at his rallies. Well, I'm pretty sure not a lot of people go to your rallies, or not as much people, nor at those for Cruz. I don't really know for Cruz. Kasich. His are probably extremely small. And Democratic presidential contenders Hillary Clinton, you know, freaking the one lady said, if you're not with women, there's a special place in hell for you. And Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders. Bernie just let the Black Lives Matter ladies take over his thing, so that's why there's not true violence, you know, not fucking punching people and shit at his rally. Trump on Friday defended his decision to cancel the Chicago rally, saying he didn't want to see people get hurt. Oh, so, you know, all this shit just above the freaking this little sentence. Alright, enough of that. Let's take a look at some of the videos of the crazy shit that these people have been doing.
So folks, here's what happens. I will call up Carrier, the president. I guess I have to do it myself. I know it's not...
What are we looking at right now? What are you saying?
Yeah. Yes, Aaron, I am off camera right now because I want to show you this. We've turned the camera around, panning around to the back of the arena. This is becoming violent. There is pushing and shoving going on inside this arena. People are throwing objects. Police are now escorting some protesters. We don't know if they're Trump supporters or protesters being led out of this arena right now. But just moments ago, a very large crowd of supporters, protesters, media, it was simply rocking back and forth. As my camera just panned back over, you could see this large section of protesters I was referring to earlier. They're now shouting, "Bernie, Bernie," obviously in support of Bernie Sanders. Aaron, I've just never seen anything like this. This place has just erupted. Now you're hearing Donald Trump people on the other side of the arena yelling, "Trump, Trump, Trump." The security does not have a handle on the situation here. It is total chaos.
crazy. Absolutely crazy. You know, you freaking hear how Trump's always spewing out this freaking racial rhetoric and stuff, but who's actually doing all these stupid ass protests? Seriously though, how many people are attacking fucking Bernie Sanders' freaking rallies and shit? And we all know damn well that if fucking someone on Trump's side did this, we would never hear the end of it. And there's one more thing. Do you guys realize that Bernie's gonna lose? I mean, sure, there's some bullshit involved with it, but he's gonna lose. So why are you freaking yelling Bernie, Bernie, Bernie and all that shit when he's gonna lose? Like, why would you bother? Fucking come on, you dipshits. He's been fucking losing. I mean, Missouri. He just won Missouri and he still didn't get enough delegates. And again, it's because there's some bullshit involved, but, like, you guys should be fucking, going to Hillary and fucking protesting that shit instead of Donald Trump. Like, what the fuck?
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.